Hello, welcome to your weekly Pick Your Crystal reading here at Soulprint. This is for the week of August 10th through 16th. Just a quick reminder, if you are looking for a personal reading, if you go into the information box below where the timestamps are, you're going to see an email address, soulprint888@gmail.com. Just send me out a request and I will send you back all the information you need to know. Alrighty. Big solid stone, crystals we've got here. This is called blue. This orangey creamy one we're calling cream. And this is called light blue. So just take a moment and see which crystal or crystals resonate with you. And let's get started. Okay. Four of Wands. The Chariot. The Nine of Pentacles. The Ace of Swords. Okay. So let's talk about this Four of Wands for a moment. This tends to represent community, home, celebrations, stability, that kind of thing. This could be a family get-together. This could be, a wedding, a christening, an anniversary party, a neighborhood barbecue. But there is a sense with this card of gathering, a gathering together of people. And there's just a sense that this is about, I don't know, family, friends, home, that kind of energy. The Chariot is really interesting sitting here because, of course, the Chariot is about sort of things moving very, very quickly, moving forward almost to the point where they're chaotic. And if this is something that you're trying to put together, you may have a sense of, good Lord, this is going every which way. Move through it. We'll get through it. Because the Nine of Pentacles is sitting here reassuring you that you have what you need to make this come together, okay? You have the resources and you have the financial stability, that's how I want to say it, that you can move ahead with this. And the Ace of Swords is about usually the start of a successful venture. It can sometimes be a triumph sort of over tragedy kind of energy or over adversity. It's about inner strength, mental clarity, and very often sort of almost like a new beginning or a new start, right? So what's this talking about? What is this telling us? It very, very much feels like there's something going on right now. And it really does just feel like it's not coming together. It just feels like really scattered. And do I have enough money? And should I really be doing this? And do I have the time and the energy, et cetera, et cetera? And this card is sitting here just to reassure you that, yes, it's safe for you to look at this new beginning, look at this, look for the triumph, look for the success, go into it with power. With power. Let's not forget that the swords are air. but they tend to represent things like power, conflict, thoughts, the law, ambitions. This is a strong, powerful card, but you have really great cards here. So I don't know what it is you're kind of coping with or you're trying to deal with right now, but whatever it is, there's just a sense of you can get through this. You're going to move through this. It's going to be fine. You're going to have um, hmm, I guess the success that you're looking to achieve, the gathering in a way that you want. This could also represent this chaoticness. This chariot could also be perhaps you are like traveling to an event and there's mix-ups or it doesn't feel like it's going to come together and then it does. But again, if you're scrambling, remember the Nine of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords have your back. Okay. And let's look at this cream one. Okay. Four of Swords, Strength, the Magician, and the King of Wands. Wow. Okay. So, the Knight of Swords can sometimes represent something that feels sort of chaotic, something that's just moving ahead really, really quickly. There could be a power play going on. You could be trying to gather your power, you get your thoughts in order. You might be looking at really evaluating, for example, your ambitions and what your next goal is and how you want that to come about. The Strength card and the Magician, I love these two together because the Strength card is basically saying, you got this. You can tame the beast. You control the situation. And even though it might take some work and some effort, ultimately, you have what it takes to create what you want. And the Magician is here saying, you have all the tools and resources you need in your toolbox. And I can come along and I can help you, and you will know I'm there because things are going to be, there's going to be serendipity. There's going to be unusual consequence or unusual. What's that damn word? When two things are sorry. But anyways, um, let me just try to move forward here. So, serendipity, surprises, something coming together, like magic. Coincidence, that's the word I was struggling for. Um, so you're just reminded that you have what it takes and you have the help and assistance that you're going to need moving forward. And the King of Wands is sitting there saying, you know, this is this feels almost, I want to say, like business-like or connected to something important, whether it is the law or documents, or some sort of a transaction, or even a transition. But the King of Wands is just, this is dynamic. This is powerful. This is somebody you want to pay attention to. And wands are about action, they're about communication, they're about business. So what you have here is whatever this is that is bracketing this Knight of Swords and the King of Wands, you're being reminded that even though things might be moving a little fast, and even Sometimes the King of Wands can be a little rash. In this, you are centered by the fact that you have Strength and the Magician sitting side by side. Okay. And let's look at this blue stone. Ten of Swords, Death, the Sun, Ace of Pentacles. So the Ten of Swords is a card that just talks about disappointment, um, uh, feelings of um, something ending, something that you, something that failed, something that created a situation where you literally felt you were stabbed in the back. And you're just hanging on by your fingernails. Whatever this represents, it not only is hard and difficult, or was hard and difficult, but it really kicked you in the butt. It took a lot out of you. Worry, anxiety, some sort of legal situation. The Ten of Swords, though, is being followed by death. And this is a really good thing, because what this card is saying is whatever this was, close the chapter, because the chapter's closed, you are now ready for a new beginning, a new start, a shutting of the old, or setting aside the past and moving into a new goal, a new period, And the Sun's sitting here saying, listen, sweetie, it's going to be fine. The Sun brings you the best of everything, right? I mean, the Sun is about happiness and relationship and love and money and security. And it just is everything bundled up into a nice little card called the Sun. So whatever this difficulty is, it would be really helpful for you to think about it as the end of a cycle, something coming to an end that was really hard, was really difficult. But pat yourself on the back, you've got through it, or you are getting through it. But either way, you're looking at a fresh start. And this fresh start is going to bring you so much of what you're looking for, what you're craving, what you're wanting in your life. And the Ace of Pentacles is sitting here saying, you know what? This is going to be successful. This could represent, something that ultimately represents a gift, or something that you would view as a gift, even though it's maybe not tangible. It is, sometimes it's about important documents. Sometimes it is, it's about earth things, right? So the physical work, body, health, money, documentation, that kind of stuff. But whatever this is, it's taking you to a really, really good place. And so I think, honestly, the way these cards are sitting, it feels like right here, right in the middle, because you have sort of those lower vibrational, even though this one is not a lower vibrational, but they're kind of, cards that give you a bit of a start. And then on this side, you have these like magical, wonderful cards. It feels like right in here, there should be another card that says, courage. You can do this. You've got what it takes. Let go of the past and move with confidence into the future, because the future is what holds your happiness and your success. So let whatever this is, this 10 of Wands or 10 of Swords, let it go. Its time is done. And look to the transition. Look to the changes. You can also look at this as almost like the ending of a relationship that was very, very painful, but it has galvanized you into letting go of something that wasn't working. And it's bringing you to a place where there is much more happiness and clarity, and you'll be successful. It'll all work out. All right. Thank you very, very much for being here. I wish you a magical and wonderful week. And I will look forward to seeing you right here next week. Thank you so very much for your support. Bye for now.